What is going on? I'm ZMOT. Gonna be doing very quick sneak peek. First of all, Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate Christmas, unless of course you're in Australia and whatnot. It's already Boxing Day, so happy Boxing Day to you guys. We're gonna jump in, do very quick sneak peek for Warships Season XX. As you can see here, this is a very long season, 31-day season. Typically they're 21 or 27. Not sure if this is actually going to hold out or not because the dev build isn't completely to be trusted. But if it is, this could be the longest season in Warships history. Now, we're going to start out with only one troop, and that one troop is going to be completely and utterly useless. So, Cryoneers, not something you're going to want to use on their own, which means you're going to have to either go into that cul-de-sac right there, get those riflemen, or you're going to have to go up and get Zookas. Realistically, Zooka's probably going to be a little bit better because they're going to take you through mortars as well. But then there's the bottom path that has the building health. Now, speaking of building health, there is one building health there scrolling down the line, looking. Next building health is not for quite a ways. So that is after the 5 engine room level. You get that next building health. So barrage and artillery going to be fairly big this season. Barrage, I do like the fact that barrage is back a little bit in that cul-de-sac as well. Also artillery and cul-de-sac. So I call them cul-de-sac. Basically, you have to go in there. There's no path out. Great place to play hockey if you're one of those kids that likes to play some road hockey. Now, typically, upgrading the gunboat in the early season doesn't make a lot of sense, but you see, we start out with shocks. We also, did I say we start out with flares? No, there are no flares for quite a while. So by that point, people are going to have likely some heavy Zooka action coming. There's also going to be people who are going to go up and get bullet before flares even, maybe. I kind of doubt that. Anyways, just wanted to show you that. I'm going to quickly pause here. I'm going to add some tokens and all that sort of good stuff, and then we'll do some spendings. Okay, so the 2 engine room level, like I said, it's going to be something rifle, all rifles or all Zookas, maybe mix a boat of cryos in, something like that. Next up, you're going to come possibly down this path. Let's go get that next engine room, show you what the decking looks like. Changing a little bit, of course. 2 ramps coming in. People are going to have their engine rooms maybe somewhere in this neighborhood, maybe sneak one back around in here. Lots and lots of options. Not going to go too deep into this. Keeping on going though. There's that choice node right about there. Into heavies, I feel like everyone's going to have heavies by definition. Now, the cryo tanks, their beams do get a little bit longer. Let's have a look and see what those cryo tanks, if we upgrade them, see that beams get a little bit longer. Those could be useful, could not be though. And troop damage down the bottom. I mean, most people probably going to go through troop damage through Cryo Bombardier simply because there's lots and lots of good stuff there. But the flamethrowers up there are going to be useful against rifles and stuff. So lots of cool stuff there. Let's just take this bottom road. My assumption is most players will probably go that bottom road just to save a few keys, which means not many people, maybe just maybe going to have boom mines. Speaking of mines, the green mines back there, going through green mines to get to Zookas seems like a better path. Most likely simply because green mines do magical things. I will be posting a video showing all sorts of options, though, as we get that next engine room. Now, there's only one ramp, which is going to make things fairly interesting as everyone rushes up that front ramp and you try and move your engine rooms around in some sort of W pattern or something like that. Carrying on. Troop health. Lots and lots of troop health for all the peoples. Now, this choice node, damage amplifier, probably flotsam cannons still at this point, but we're not going to dwell too much on that. Bottom road got Kavan in it, also got some building damage. Oh, look at that, the top road doesn't actually connect all the way through, so even rocket launchers are in a cul-de-sac. Now, I have used that term so much this season. Now, this season is called Freeze due to the Christmas and the North American climate at the moment. We also got cryo bombs. That is pretty darn sweet. Oh, you can't avoid Kavan. Kavan is going to be a ton of keys for people. So when you're thinking back here about getting bullet, do keep in mind that you're forced to get Kavan. So you're going to end up with 2 heroes, which isn't usually a great option. Anyways, we are going to move on to that next engine room as they keep trying to get us to get that Supercell ID set up. Loving these ramps though. Look at that. I love that gap right in there where you have to go around the outside. That's going to make things very, very interesting. I'm not going to get too much into the metas as far as defenses and what's to skip and stuff. We're just going to keep on cruising through, dropping that sky shield. And now look at this. You can go up the top and get that extra troop damage, or you can go to the engine room and get the troop damage later on, but everyone is going to have cryo bombs. Love that for a season called Freeze. That makes a lot of sense. We're going to go through gunboat energy because we can always go up to get that troop damage later, getting that extra engine room, checking out the decking. And again, we've got lots of gaps in here. Not nearly as much fun as that, what was that? 1, 2, 3, that was the 5 engine room decking, but the 6 engine room decking still looking fairly interesting. And look at this, Seekers so late in the season. I can't remember a season when Seekers were that late. Also, Everspark basically just not going to be a thing this season. She's been a major, major contributor the last couple seasons, but this next season looks like she's not going to be doing much good. Although you never know, maybe she's going to be the final meta. And look at this. Speaking of the final meta, look at that giant, giant deck. Season XXX bringing out its giant deck for the end there. Giant ramp, I should say, not deck. Wrong word in my mind. So there are all of the things. Now, I know you're going to have some questions as far as, like, what is in all of these choice nodes and how much do these choice nodes cost, and can we get, I was hoping that bottom one would also give us a Doom Cannon because that would have been magical. But don't have a heck of a lot of time. Like I said, it's Christmas Eve right now, recording for tomorrow, which is Christmas Day. Hoping this gave you all the information you were looking for. Now, because this is a longer season, let's have a look and see what's going to be in these chests. So we are going to look over in here. So 11 up to 12, scrolling down, up to 13, gold giving 14, and then diamond doing the big jump up to 17. So typically there's more. Let's have a look here. So up to 21. So I believe last season the gold chest gave 20 keys, whereas this one giving only 14. So you're going to have to scrimp and save those keys, or you're going to have to wait a few days at certain instances and certain times. So that is a very, 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 very brief warship sneak peek. Like I said, don't sleep on that gunboat because shocks are going to be there. Also, consider going through mines potentially and getting Zukas because there's going to be so much Heavy Zuka. Heavy Zuka dominates many, 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 many seasons, but without flares, use your brains a little bit when designing those bases so that people's troops are forced to go places they don't want them to go. Otherwise, that is all for me, keeping it super, super, super duper short and trying to avoid all of the innuendos that come with the XXX season. That is all for me. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Christmas, or you had a fantastic Christmas. And if not, I will probably talk to you in the new year. Otherwise, consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and I will be giving you an early season tech guide after I've gone through my 2 accounts and played it live, because the dev build and its million diamonds aren't a great way to do any sort of brainstorming. Anyways, that is all for me. Do consider checking out in the shop. There is a holiday gift or 2 in there. And if you decide to make a purchase, make sure you throw code ZMOT over there on that right-hand side. Anyways, that is all for me. I am ZMOT. Thanks for coming in. Ho, 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 and peace.